lot more on deck from down here by the riverside, but let's check back with Eileen down at Crosley Square, where the top story of the day is news with the Reds. Eileen?
That's right, Norma. In the news today, the Cincinnati Reds have made a move to fill a vacancy in their front office. The Reds have named Jim Bowden as their new general manager. He replaces Bob Quinn, who was fired by the team. Bowden has been the director of player development for the Reds. Greg will have more in sports in just a few minutes. Round two is now over in the verbal fight for the White House. All three presidential candidates faced off last night in the second of three scheduled debates. The single moderator debate was unusual because all of the questions were asked by an audience of undecided voters. For the most part, the debate was very civilized, but all three candidates managed to get a few jabs in before the debate ended.
Would you like to let them know what you thought?
The dollar's gone through the floor. Now, whose fault is that? Not the Democrats, not the Republicans. Somewhere out there's an extraterrestrial that's doing this to us, I guess. And everybody says they take responsibility. Somebody somewhere has to take responsibility for this.
The big argument I have with the governor on this is this taking different positions on different issues, trying to be one thing to one person here that's opposing the NAFTA agreement and then for it, what we call waffling. And I do think that you can't turn the White House into the Waffle House. You got to say what you're for.
Here's my point. I'm not interested in his character. I want to change the character of the presidency. And I'm interested in what we can trust him to do and what you can trust me to do and what you can trust Mr. Perot to do for the next 4 years.
Now, all three candidates will have one more chance to debate before the election. You can see that right here on Channel 5, Monday night at 7 o'clock. In other news today, 35 members of a Texas football team and their coach were sent to the hospital today after being struck by lightning. A 7th grade football team here in Spring, Texas was practicing when lightning hit the field and sent shock waves through everyone. The players and their coach were all treated for minor electrical shock, but no one was seriously hurt. That's it from now from Crosley Square. We'll head back down to Norma and Jim along the river.
But there is serious news going on today. Let's go back to Eileen Houston at Crosley Square. Eileen?
Thanks, Norma. In the news this evening, the jury is back, and if it has its way, convicted murderer Michael Bias will die in the electric chair. Just a couple of hours ago, a jury recommended that sentence to the judge. Bias was found guilty of killing 10-year-old Aaron Raines and leaving his body in an abandoned Price Hill building last year. Following today's recommendation, both sides differed on where their sympathy lies.
I would just say I'm disappointed because I still believe...
A lot of fun.